Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I got here the Honda TRX 520 Rubicon and we're going to install the heated hand grips. Here we go. I'm going to be using the Honda Signature Accessories brand. Here's the part number if you need it. I'm also going to need this sub harness here. And there's that part number. If you are looking for the paper instructions, these are what they provide you with here. Simply type in the web address or scan the code, go to the website. It's pretty straightforward from there. This install procedure will pretty much be the same for the Rubicon, the Foreman, and the 420. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is remove the end caps off the end of the handlebars. To do this, I'm going to need an 8mm Allen key and my pry tool. I'm going to turn it and then pry it out. Sometimes these end caps can be a little bit stubborn, so just pry them back and forth and they'll come out. Okay, the next thing I need to do is remove the hand grips. To do this, I'm going to use an airline, but you can just take a knife and cut them off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my airline in the end here, and I'm going to try and create a bubble, lifting all the glue up. And then I'll give it a little bit of a pull, trying to get it to move off. Once I get it moving, I'll put air behind it and blow it right off the handlebar. Okay, the next thing I need to do is install my sub harness. This replaces part of the OEM harness that runs from the auxiliary to the DLC data readout here in the front. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is install my hand grips and then tighten them down with the 3mm Allen key. I'm going to make sure I have the wire coming straight out the front. Next, I'm going to install the thumb heater. I'm going to peel off the sticky tape, stick it onto the thumb, then we're going to use our heat shrink. The key with heat shrink is to be mindful of where you're pointing your torch and to keep it moving at all times. Next, I'm going to mount the bracket for the control unit on the bottom bolt of the brake lever. Now I can attach my control unit with the small screw they provided. If you're finding this one useful, make sure to hit that subscribe button and smash that thumbs up. It really goes a long way to helping out the channel. Okay, now we need to route our wires. For the left-hand side, I'm just going to follow the handlebar and the wire harness here. I'm going to undo this zip tie and add it in. I'm going to place another zip tie up top here. Then I'm gonna route it into the front because that's where we're gonna hide our wires. Okay, for the throttle side, it's gonna be basically the same, just a little bit more going on. I'm gonna route my wires underneath the brake perch and place a zip tie on the bend of the bars. Before tightening up the zip tie, make sure to leave a little bit of slack in the wire going to your thumb throttle. You don't want to pull that wire too tight and damage it. And then, same as the front, I'll follow the handlebars down and into this original zip tie here. Now that I got all my wires coming out the front here, I need to tuck them all into this rubber sock. Okay, I got the rubber sock installed on the control harness side, and now I can start plugging in my wires. One of the last things I need to do is connect the heated hand grip system to the sub harness we installed earlier for power. To do this, I'm going to use another sub harness that was provided in the kit. White with black tracer is going to go to the red wire for power, and green is going to connect to black for ground. I'm going to route this harness underneath the front plastic here and to our connectors we installed earlier. Now that I got them connected to power, I'm going to turn it on and see if they work. I left them for a few minutes. I can feel they're getting nice and warm now, so I think they're good to go. The last thing I need to do is secure my wires into place. First, I'll gather them all up. And I'll zip tie the bunch of them together. Now I'm going to remove this front screw here. This will allow me access to the hard piece of plastic that is behind this shield here. I just need a little bit of movement and I can weasel 2 zip ties in behind it. I found it was easiest to feed my zip ties up from the bottom and around. Now that I got them in place, I can put my wire harness in and secure it down. Before we call it done, let's go over how they work. Simply hold the zone button to turn them on and off. There are individual heat settings for the grips and for the thumbs. To adjust the setting, tap the heat button here. To switch over to the thumbs, tap the zone button. And to turn them off, hold the zone button. So on the Rubicon model, I've hid my wires underneath the rear. On the 420 model, you're gonna hide them underneath the front of the black piece of plastic. And there we go, just like that. We are done with this install. Very clean, no wires hanging down from the hand grips. Everything works great. Make sure to click that subscribe button and click up here to check out the next video. This has been my heated hand grip install on the Honda TRX 520 Rubicon. Stay tuned for the next one.